You are a yummy banana. I love and appreciate you. We're going to go through Sommi's top signal list. I've had to make a special edition, friends. And the edition, I'm going to go through all these lists. So I have these X Factor top signals because we are really just guessing. And none of this is for clout building at all because we don't care about that, friends. We're not about that whatsoever. I don't know what's going to come right around the corner, and I don't pretend to know. I'm an investor. I'm here to buy low. I'm here to sell higher. I'm here to buy in the depression, buy from the depressed people, okay? And then we're here to sell when the optimists come, the super optimists. Now, the selling only comes in a euphoria phase, which we are waiting for that moment right now. All right, and we're looking for signs that they appear. That's all it comes down to. Just signs to tell us that we shouldn't be turbo leveraged long. That's what we want. Okay, now I've made a new list, friends. Now we're going to go through my list, and really, trust me, we really need to go through this list because it might save us at the end. Where we're like, hey, it looks like the bull market's going to go higher, but a lot of these things have already pinged. Now, the new one I've added, friends, is this one, okay? A project raises $1 billion for an ICO or an IDO launch. And obviously, we're having a joke here. It is decidedly so. The predictor! Okay, so we're just having fun here. This is me with my ice cubes and my orange juice. So I've had to make an update to it, all right? It is an update. So there's a few things on this. Now, obviously, that's why I'm just alerting you, okay? 3 of these have been pinged. So there's actually 10 here, pretty much. I think 10 or 9. 3 have been pinged. The first one was Bitcoin ETF. The second one is Ethereum ETF. And the third one is Andrew Tate launches a coin. Because Andrew Tate, he really is like the epitome of like, I know it's kind of funny now because he already has his coin out. You see him in a different light. But back before he had the coin, he was like this mysterious guy hanging around in Romania in some sort of bunker. It's really, really controversial. And all the Zoomer kids love him. They're like, oh, yes, I want to like listen to him. And he's like, you know, it had like this, it still has a giant popularity, okay? Millions and millions and millions of followers. A lot of people pay money to him. And he's pretty much like the younger generation popularity level of Elon Musk. Elon Musk is more for like generation, older millennials towards Generation X-ish. That's Elon Musk, everyone who looks up to him. And then the Zoomer kids and whatever's under them, I don't know, like, you know, Cuck City, where he's come from. Those kids, they're looking up to Andrew Tate. Now, I'll be honest, friends. I don't watch him, don't know anything about him, but I just had a feeling he was going to play a part of crypto because I believe in crypto so much. And I know, man, the things that people do in crypto, I knew that it's going to suck everybody in. I just had a feeling, man. It's so powerful. It's so hard to ignore us, okay? Now let's go through these other ones, okay? And remember, friends, this is really important because do you want to know why it's important? In fact, you know, I shouldn't just like tell you why. I should show you why, okay? Let's go back to this Bitcoin price chart around here. You see this? This was the Bitcoin top back in 2021. Bitcoin, you know, 49, 50K-ish. Now, around this time period, friends, around this time period, I forgot the exact date, but do you remember our friend Puzu? Now, I shouldn't call him Puzu because, you know, he hasn't blocked me, but you remember Su? So, I don't know, bro, I've got to call you Puzu. I love you, Puzu. You're all right, bro. You're all right. But yeah, Three Arrows Capital, friends. Remember, 3AC, they went down. Billions of dollars dropped. Just because, yeah, man, they were like super turbo leverage long on crypto. They were super turbo leverage long, you know, and it was what was like a multi-billion-dollar wipeout, you know, $3 billion plus. Now, here's the thing. I remember one tweet from our friend, Mr. Zoo, all right, Mr. Puzu. I remember one tweet I'll never forget. I'll never forget this. And I did not think anything of it at that time, but my brain is repeating this tweet. And during this time period, he was talking to someone on Twitter, and they were talking about, like, we have a lot of top signals, man. They were talking about the NFT market. JPEGs are like worth $400,000. We have like, there's all these other things happening, right? And people are arguing whether there's like, you know, is it the top or isn't it the top, you know? Now, it might have been a bit early, to be honest. It might have been a bit early, around September-ish. I forgot when, but somewhere around this period. And he basically said, he goes, yeah, I made a top signal list and my private ones, and most of them have hit. But despite them hitting, I am still bullish, and I believe we're going much, much, much higher. because of the infinite QE, 0% rates. Crypto should be worth multiple trillions, valuations higher. Right, it was only a 3 trillion market cap, okay, back up here. So you can see, right, that's why I remember that. I remember him talking about him having this list, yes? And it really made me think to myself, list, I wonder what was on your list, you know, because I don't know what was in there, and maybe we'll never know. I want to make my own one for this cycle. I did not think about making such a list. And to be honest, friends, I came at the end of 2018. So I did not have the 2017 era. I was not living it day by day with you guys. Like a lot of you guys, I love it, man. You all share with me stories about something called substratum, about deep brain chain. I know all the names, man. I was watching the Bizanacci memes at the end. You guys talk to me about Ian Bellina. All these characters, John McAfee and the Shilling and all this other mania stuff, man. Just the way you guys describe it, I live it with you. I live vicariously through you. And it's just amazing because I remember my cousins and my family talking to me about Bitcoin this 2017 year, and I had no idea what the hell was going on, so I never touched it, okay? But now I think it's really important for us to think about our own top signals. Now, I remember thinking back to the time when I just first read that tweet from Mr. Puzu, because he's been around since 2012, friends. You know, he made billions of dollars, right? Early OG crypto. I was always thinking, like, how do you even conceptualize top signals, man? What? You know, I had no concept of this. Because in my mind back then, you know, but back when you were a wee young pup, all you know about is indicators. Oh, an RSI reading of 90 on the monthly chart or whatever it is. But there are actually like these X factor stuff where the universe combines that you think about these. Now, I don't know if they're going to happen, and I don't know if part of it is a bit of like this like schizo, remote viewing, manifestation, pseudoscience, woo-woo magic. I don't know if it's part of that, but let's have some fun, right? So 3 of these are already gone, right? Now, I'll be honest, I did not know which one was going to be the top. Friends, I always said, man, years ago, I said, man, if they give us a Bitcoin spot ETF, you sell everything. You sell everything. I go, oh, and they want to give you Ethereum ETF as well? Sell everything twice. Get short. I remember saying that. But here's the problem. Out of a list of all the top signals, the Ethereum and the Bitcoin ETF came first. You see that, friends? So even though you can play a whole cycle and you have the skill set of an investor or investee, and you have a very, very straight posture and very sharp elbows, you don't know the timing of them, man. You don't know the timing. Like, I never would have predicted that. I would have thought that the Bitcoin spot ETF was going to come at like 200K Bitcoin or whatever it is, like at the very, very end. I thought that would have happened. But to my shock, it starts off mid-cycle. Okay? So does that mean, so here's the thing, it's very controversial now, because if you're starting off in crypto, you will probably then go, wow. Therefore, you're probably you're going to be an incorrect conclusion. You go, well, okay, let's throw everything out. Let's throw away the whole book, because no one knows what's going on ever. So we'd never think about how to make the right decision. So that's completely the wrong mindset, friends. That's how everybody got destroyed, right? Imagine if Mr. Puzu listened to himself back then. All his indicator top signals had hit. I don't know what they are. Still don't know what they are today. Okay, but see, here's the thing, friends. The signals hit, but the price didn't. And I want to tell you this. Even for someone as OG as Mr. Puzu, $1 billion beast, right, run up, even with all of that, friends, it still wasn't enough, because the price was not high enough. And what I then learned as I went through my journey is I realized in every cycle, the price was never high enough for anyone. It's diminishing each time. You always want more and more and more and more. Greed is infinite. Okay? So the next top signals, we don't know if they're going to plan out, but I have US Congress self-banning from stocks, Tai Lopez returning. Okay, so he was basically the top one. So we're going to explain each one. So US Congress self-ban from stocks, friends. We have the government exit pump prophecy now. You know, it's official. For the first time ever, a group of senators have announced a deal to ban Congress members from trading stocks. I made my whole post here to show you that the US Fed banned themselves from stocks, the very, very top of the stocks and crypto cycle before. Okay, and now we have the next reflection of that. So that's US Fed, that's half of the government. Next one is the Congress. That's what I'm waiting for, okay? And I know how just insider and dirty this game is, and it'll just be like this perfect fit of like corruption where they basically, because what's friends? A few people don't understand. I'll just remind myself. People ask me, what's the whole point about the self-banning of stocks? No. It means they are forced to get short, all of them. Basically, all of them are forced to sell, all right? And there's no conspiracy. That's what it means. So to repeat, it means all of the government people get to exit stocks and the public believe it was a coincidence. If there's a crash after, or if there's sideways stock market and stocks don't do well for the next 3, 4, 5 years after. Not everything goes down forever, but it goes up a bit and then it crashes again and then just does a big fat right range mode, like what it did it done this in 2 periods of history, okay? That's what the stock market is like, friends. 10 years of greatness, 10 years of poopiness. That's pretty much what it's like. Okay, so that's what I thought. Okay, when you look back, it'd probably be very, very sinister if something like that happened, okay? So that's why we just have it here. We have it here. Now, by the way, I've been talking about this since 2022. So we're just working up towards it. We're working up towards it. I remember when AOC, when they started talking about it, introducing it, slowly putting it into the zeitgeist. Oh, we've got to ban stocks. Now you can see it's slowly bubbling up. It'll be interesting, friends. Remember, the whole point of that, it's called the exit pump prophecy. Before they exit, the insiders, right, they do like a final, let's get retail in to buy our bags so we can get out. That's what they do. Okay? Now, I have another one, of course, here. Tai Lopez returns. Remember, Tai Lopez, one of the biggest grifters of all time. Yeah, he came and marked the top in crypto. He came at the end of 2021. He came into NFTs and Olympus DAO. So he made his own Olympus DAO fork in December 2021. I used him to call the exact top of that. And he made an NFT. He bought a Bored Ape. Yeah, he actually bought a monkey JPEG. So it was literally this classic top signal. Done. Okay. We have a Jim Cramer turning bullishy, which is standard. We have the Coinbase #1 App Store ranking. So, more information for you. That Coinbase App Store ranking, okay, it hit #1 here, which is 2017. That's one. It hit #1 in here, and it hit #1 as well here. So it literally has 3 out of 3 strike rate. Okay, so that's crazy, yeah, crazy. But it has hit #1. Okay, if you're wondering what is it at now, it hit like 200 or 300. And I've actually got the post here for you, friends. Just stop midway to show you this. Look at this. Rank number 280. See that? Rank 280. That's the App Store. Now, the finance ranking is number 22. So I can already see a dilemma appearing because I can see one day where it hits #1 in finance, but it is still like rank 50 in the App Store, total apps. And I can see people bailing out. And I can also see me saying, you know what, friends? I give like a 20% chance that the bull market's over now. But I still think 80% chance it's still on. I think we're going to go the whole way. Remember, friends, Davey Soy Hoffman. If Davey Soy Hoffman was crying on camera, despite having thousands of Ethereum and being worth multiple millions of dollars at the bottom of the bear market, if it put him enough tears to cry on camera, then surely the universe has to give us like an obvious big fat warning sign like that, man. That would be, by the way, I think that would be the most clear, just to let you know. That would be the most clear. If Coinbase hits #1, it actually goes, it's #1 now. And then everyone's like, imagine just everyone calling me up. Sommi, no! I'm like, what do we do? What do we do? Well, we know what to do, okay? It's kind of funny, you know. I always imagine like everybody's going to be on the same side, but I was here, dude. There's no one's leaving the party. You understand? No one's leaving the party. Like I said, the number's never high enough. The number's never high enough. They're like, what do you mean it's over, bro? I just DCA added 3 weeks ago. Well, it can't be all over. See? And then you never know, man. You never know. All right? I also have, friends, a meme coin hitting 100 billion market cap, okay? So Doge hit 85 in the 2021 peak. I wonder if we're going to hit one that hits 100. I think we should, man. It's a meme coin, of course. They're meant to fly in a bull market. They're made to fly. So that'll be a cool one. And obviously that one I just mentioned, friends, the new one that I've added, a project raises 1 billion for an ICO and IDO launch. Now, in 2021, there were actually 2 big raises, all right? At the top, Paradigm raised 2.5 billion. Okay. That was a big raise. They raised 2.5. It was the biggest raise ever. I think still to this day, to be honest. 2.5 billion. And that was, this article's posted in November 2021. Wow, man. That was the top, friends. That was literally November 2021. And I'm reading this article now. Yeah, Paradigm. Wow, November 2021. That was actually App Store ranking as well when you see. And we can actually look at it right now. Where is November 2021? It's actually right here. Man, it's literally the top. That's the 15th of November top. It was literally the exact top. Oh, wow. And App Store ranking #1. Okay. Also, friends, that was the Paradigm Fund as well. Richard Hart for the PulseX sacrifice. He raised $1 billion in December here. So you can see, right, like this zone, see what I mean? Like, there you go. So two things hit. Paradigm 2.5 billion raised, and then PulseX raised 1.1 billion. But also you got to really be careful, friends, because, and I really do mean be careful, because you see this Bitcoin drop down here of 39%. Most altcoins by this period, November to December, they dropped an extra like 55 to 60%. That's why you have to be careful. And even a strong one like Cardano was down 40%. Okay, that's 40% in that period. And if you look at Hex, for example, let's go to November. What did it actually do in November? Here's December. Actually, Hex went like, it was going sideways because they had a big move. But I mean, like, let's even check out Link as well. What was Link doing that November to December period? Here you go, November down to December. So you see that, bang, it went down 50%. So you got to really be careful because like some of you friends, you might be sitting on, I'm praying for all of you. You're sitting on like, $800,000 at that moment in time. And you're like, oh, sweet, just one more 2x. I've got more than $1 million and something to pay for an extra car, an extra pair of fluffy slippers. But yeah, just be careful because the crack that Bitcoin does that's lurking around the corner that you can't see, the crack sends everything down, could be potentially between 30 and 50%. So then your 800K drops down to like, 400. That bounces back to 500. And then it's too hard to get out then. It's too hard for most people because that's if you weren't trimming out the whole way. Because now you're looking at, you're like, well, I'm not going to get up for 500. I could have had 800 just like 3 weeks ago. Literally just 21 days ago, I had 800,000. So that's why, friends, it's difficult, okay? But at least we're able to walk through this, right? That's the most powerful thing here is that we have our friendship, okay? That $1 billion plus raise. Now it's going to be, oh man, it's going to be tough, man. What if they blow that through the roof? What if it becomes 10 billion this one? EOS ICO was 4 billion back 2017, 2018. So there are warning signs. You see that? And we're going to get to a point, friends. I think I just start marking these off, So these things slowly, maybe like I'm praying, right? All of these just happen in like this same window of time, this same 90-day period of time. That'll be crazy. But also, friends, here's the thing. You have to be prepared for this. What if Congress bans, Tai Lopez returns, Jim Cramer's bullish, okay? And then like, one more, like a project is hit, okay? What does that mean? Well, we still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 out of 9. So Coinbase hasn't hit #1 and a meme coin hasn't hit 100 billion. So that's the thing. You're like, oh wait, 7 have hit, 9 haven't. 2 haven't. So yeah, that's where you might have to just say to yourself, oh my gosh, okay, well, how much longer do I want to be holding as a portfolio percentage in stable coins at this point? Because 0% would be the wrong amount, That's where you might, friends, look to your whole portfolio and go, I'm just going to go to everything and just take a 30% out, right? Now, you're going to be doing it slowly over time. You're living it day by day. It's not like, oh, you wake up one day, oh my gosh, all these things have pinged. No, it doesn't happen so easily. But I'm just telling you, like, yeah, you got to be ready for something like this where not everything has hit. And then you're like, oh, you're thinking about the risk of ruin on the way down and how much you're able to satisfy, basically your fears. What's your worst fear? Your worst fear is that you're caught holding the bags and then you drop another 95% and Bitcoin poops the bed all over again, right? So that's what you might have to say. Oh, well, maybe 50-50 is the best. Maybe you're just like, hey, I'm going to take out 50% in Bitcoin. You might do that. You might have 50% out in Bitcoin, an extra 20% in stable coins, and then that 30% you just leave it. Hey, that's going to be the final leg up. And if it doesn't work out, right, you have this like big rotation downwards, the weekly super trend flips red, And then basically you just like think about getting out. Okay. So that's what it comes down to. So it's not a perfect science, but like you got to look at every coin friend. So for example, I want to show you Chainlink and I can just put a super trend for it. This is a weekly candle, right? Weekly chart. Look, the bear market started for Link. Look how tough this was, man. Link went down freaking 70% in freaking 2 weeks. This piece of crap. And then look, it was just floating up in the red here. You see that? Bang. Right? Weekly red super trend. But here's the thing, man. Many people would have thought, look, hey, it flipped red here as well. Look, it dropped 65% and then just went back up. See, so it's tough, friends. It's tough. That's why if you're seeing all these signals plus your coin has like done this, okay, then yeah, you're gonna have to get out here. So 25 bucks, yeah, sure, it's not your 50, but at least you have an idea of like basically just protecting yourself from the time of pain in the future, okay? Make sure you like, subscribe, Betty Button, or that's all my top list signals. Catch you next one.